Mississippi. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Mississippi State head coach before the game. They are so fired up for this opportunity for their wide receiver here today. He has had one of the most productive seasons in school history, and today he can put his name at #1 in the history books with receiving touchdowns. They want to go to him early and often in the red zone. Now keep in mind, the defense knows this too, so I expect a battle back and forth. We'll see if he's able to hit that record here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Finds his man. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Makes the grab in their space. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Send the tight end in motion. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. In the gun on third down, Moore. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Taylor wants to throw it. The quick out. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, Do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now.
There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Here's a give to Bothwell. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Deep in the end zone, it's fair. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that one.
Moore. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You know what they need. You know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Now here's Moore. Left side, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Moore to throw. Out wide right, it's Moore. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter.
Number 39, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Motion from the back. Out wide left, it's Davison. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Throwing more. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Moore to the air. Grabs it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Fresh center down's going to the air. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
They're all over it. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Dante Moore. Rush right in his face. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Complete in the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Long way to go on second down. Again, it's Moore. Left side, it's Davison. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Davison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeps it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Ducks want to move quickly. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Changing the routes with his receivers. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Taylor wants to throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's LSU with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. Make it now 6 straight victories for this team in what's turning into a very notable season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Right back to it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Right at the line. Ran through the contact. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
All over him immediately.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Turning it on. He's got the first down. He's at the 30. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
First and goal, Oregon.
The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Barrels ahead. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ducks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense.
Set to kick this one.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Taylor wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Gets the back moving. Floats it out in space. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Right side, it's Davison. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Just had to get rid of it.
Well, it has not been an efficient day throwing the football tonight for this quarterback. And so at this point, trailing this late in the game, you just need somebody to step up. That time, he was covered, but you're just trusting your guy's going to have to climb the ladder and make a play. Great job on the defensive side, swatting it down.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Moore. Looking for his man. Out wide right, it's Hill. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Going to the run, it's Davison. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Hauls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Oregon! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea... Oh, it's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Tough run here. It's Davison. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to bully their way in. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. Listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the give to Bothwell. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. The heat got to him and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Catches it at the 15. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give and tick, 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 tick. Breaks into the open.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Running inside, it's Hill. He's past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking for room, it's Davison.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.